Far beyond the crowded heart of the Milky Way, there is a region where the galaxy almost disappears. Out here, the stars are scattered thinly, like distant lanterns floating in an endless black ocean. The darkness feels heavier, colder, more absolute. If someone could stand on a planet in this region, the night sky would look calm and almost empty. Only a few thousand stars would be visible, and between them, there would be nothing but infinite space. This is the outer rim of our galaxy. From here, the Milky Way does not look like a massive spiral. It looks fragile, a faint, glowing band stretching across the distance. But that band contains something almost impossible to comprehend. Hundreds of billions of stars, trillions of planets, countless worlds that will never be seen. The full diameter of this galaxy is about 100,000 light years. Light itself, moving at 300,000 kilometers per second, would need 100,000 years to cross it. Every second of that journey would cover a distance greater than the circumference of Earth 7 times over. And still, it would take longer than recorded human history. From this quiet edge, the journey begins. Moving forward, the spacecraft leaves behind the loneliest region of the galaxy and slowly enters a realm where the stars grow more numerous. The ancient halo. Surrounding the disk of the galaxy is a vast spherical region called the galactic halo. This is where some of the oldest stars in the universe still exist. These stars formed more than 13 billion years ago when the universe was still young. Back then, galaxies were chaotic, unstable, and violent. These ancient stars survived it all. They are older than the Earth, older than the Sun, older than almost everything familiar. Flying through this region would feel like traveling through deep time. Many of these stars contain almost no heavy elements. They formed before generations of stellar explosions filled the universe with the ingredients needed to make planets and life. They burn quietly now, dim and steady, relics from a forgotten cosmic era. The halo is enormous. It extends far beyond the visible disk. But eventually, the journey reaches a boundary where something changes. The stars begin to multiply. The structure of the galaxy begins to emerge. Entering the spiral arms. The Milky Way is not a random collection of stars. It has structure, shape, motion. It is a spiral galaxy with massive arms winding outward from its center, like the arms of a cosmic hurricane. The spacecraft enters one of the smaller spiral arms, known as the Orion Arm. This is home. This is where the Sun exists. This is where Earth has quietly orbited for billions of years without ever completing a full lap around the galaxy. Out here, stars are still separated by unimaginable distances. Even traveling at incredible speed, reaching the nearest star would take years. But the environment feels more alive. Clouds of gas stretch across light years. Radiation hums silently through space. Gravity shapes everything. One of the most extraordinary sights in this region is the Orion Nebula, a vast stellar nursery where thousands of new stars are being born. Inside these glowing clouds, gravity slowly pulls gas together until pressure ignites nuclear fusion. New suns emerge from darkness. Planets begin forming from leftover debris. Entire solar systems are born in silence. The brightening galaxy. As the spacecraft travels deeper toward the center, something subtle begins to happen. The darkness starts to fade. Stars appear in greater numbers. At first, the change is barely noticeable, but over thousands of light years, the difference becomes dramatic. The sky grows brighter. The black background fills with distant light. Regions appear where stars cluster together in massive groups. Some are blue and young, burning hot and fast. Others are red and ancient, nearing the end of their lives. Occasionally, the remains of dead stars drift through space. These are supernova remnants, expanding shells of gas left behind after catastrophic explosions. Each one marks the violent death of a star that once shined for millions or billions of years. Radiation becomes stronger here. Invisible waves of energy move through space. X-rays from collapsed stars, gamma rays from ancient explosions, cosmic rays traveling near the speed of light. The galaxy no longer feels calm. It feels active. Approaching the core. After tens of thousands of light years, the brightest region of the galaxy begins to dominate everything ahead. The galactic core. From a distance, it looks like a massive glowing sphere. As the spacecraft approaches, the scale becomes overwhelming. Stars are everywhere, not scattered, but packed tightly together. In some regions, the distance between stars shrinks dramatically. The night sky here would never be dark. It would glow constantly, filled with light from countless nearby suns. And at the very center lies something invisible, something powerful enough to control the motion of the entire inner galaxy. At the heart of the Milky Way exists Sagittarius, a star, a supermassive black hole containing 4 million times the mass of the Sun. It cannot be seen directly, but its presence is undeniable. Stars orbit it at enormous speeds, some moving thousands of kilometers per second. Gravity dominates this region completely. Space itself is warped by its presence. If anything drifts too close, it never returns. Crossing the heart of the galaxy. Passing through the galactic center is like flying through the busiest region of an entire cosmic civilization. Stars move in complex orbits. Gas clouds collide. Radiation fills some. Everything feels energetic, dangerous, extreme. And yet, even here there is order. Gravity keeps everything in motion. Every star follows its path. Every orbit continues. Slowly, the spacecraft passes the core and continues outward toward the opposite side. Behind it, the brightest region of the galaxy begins to shrink. Ahead, the spiral arms stretch outward once again. The far side. The other side of the Milky Way is both familiar and completely unknown. New stars appear. New nebulae drift through darkness. Entire solar systems pass silently. Some stars here formed billions of years before Earth existed. Others are just beginning their lives. Somewhere in these distant regions, planets orbit their suns. Some may be frozen worlds, locked in eternal night. Some may have oceans. Some may have life. But the distances are so vast that even light takes tens of thousands of years to travel between the two sides of the galaxy. Eventually, the density of stars begins to fade once again. The spacecraft approaches the far rim, the opposite edge. Looking back, the journey ends where the galaxy fades into darkness. From this distant edge, the Milky Way can be seen as a complete structure, a massive spiral of light suspended in the void. Its arms stretch across space like glowing rivers. Its core burns brightly at the center. Its full scale becomes visible for the first time. Somewhere deep inside it, a small yellow star continues its quiet orbit. The Sun. It takes about 230 million years for the Sun to complete one orbit around the galaxy. Since the dinosaurs disappeared, it has only completed a fraction of that journey. Humanity has existed for less than 1/1,000,000th of a single galactic year. The realization is unavoidable. Crossing the Milky Way reveals how vast it truly is. Even traveling at the speed of light, the journey takes 100,000 years. And yet, beyond it, there are trillions more galaxies, each one just as vast, each one just as full of mystery.